This morning we're going to be making what has been called nature cereal, and it's going to have the raspberries, blueberries, strawberries. It's also going to have some pomegranates. I bought them already seeded because I can't find fresh pomegranate. I'm also going to use some fresh coconut water that my husband cracked. My husband cracked the coconut and we juiced it. So here will be our coconut water. So I'm going to be very careful about the measurements. So that is why I have my food scale, because you can easily get knocked out of ketosis with your fruit. So you just want to keep on measuring them. I've already showed you guys how I do my measurements for fruit, so I'm not going to show you guys that again, but I will walk you through it and talk you through it as I do it. So I just put the glass on there and then I tear it. So I tear this to 0. Now the first thing I'm going to measure out are my raspberries, and I'm heading for about 30 grams of these raspberries. So now we're going to try to get to 30. So we're at 3, 11, 22, oops, and that's about 32, so I'll take one off. I'd rather be below than over. So that's 28. And that will give us 1.5 grams of carbs. So I'll put it back on and I'm gonna tear again. Based on doing my research, blueberries have the highest amount of carbs and sugar, so I'm gonna be very scarce with these. But next we're going to do our strawberries. For our strawberries, I'm heading for about 50 grams. So that gives us 33. And that gives us 52. So I'm just gonna use 2 strawberries and we're gonna cut these up. So we're gonna get it all throughout our little nature cereal. So next I'm measuring out my blueberries, and I want about 30 grams of these blueberries. And I'll go lower if I have to. Right there already, that's 26 and 28. So I'm gonna stop at 28 because, like I said, I'd rather go below than above with my blueberries since they have the most carbs. So for our pomegranate, I'm gonna go for about 15 to 20 grams of this, which will give us about 2 or 3 grams of carbs. So this right here is 2, 6, 7, 9. So that right there is about 2 grams of carbs right there. So we're going to go wash everything, cut everything up, and I'll be back to make our nature cereal. Now I'm going to add our washed berries to our bowl. You see I have my strawberries cut up, and then to that I'm going to add our pomegranate. Now don't ask me why, but the originator of nature cereal wanted ice added. So I'm going to add 3 cubes of ice, and then I'm going to add a 1/4 cup of our fresh coconut water, because if you use boxed coconut water, you're adding additional sugar that you don't need to add. So I'm adding my fresh coconut water here. Now we get to try nature cereal, and I will give my honest review of how this tastes. All right, don't judge me. Even though I'm Jamaican, I am not a fan of the taste of coconut water. My husband loves it, my daughter loves it, my son loves it, but I'm not a fan of coconut water. So I'm nervous to see if I'm going to like this, but here we go. So I have a spoon here with all of the berries and the coconut water, and I'm going to try it first bite. It's actually very refreshing. The tanginess from the different fruits, and then the sweetness from the other fruits, and then the cold coconut water because of the ice cubes. This is actually really good. I am surprised. Wow. So yeah, try it guys. Try nature cereal. It's actually pretty good. The pomegranate is definitely taking it home though. The pomegranate. But yeah, I gotta go. Caleb is calling. I'll see you guys at my next meal. So Junior's going to try it, right, Junior? You said you wanted to try it, right?
Yeah.
Caleb wants his snack, so we have to go quickly. So you try it. Nature cereal, toddler review. You gotta chew it all up. How is it? You like it? Okay, so I look a mess, don't judge me, but it's been a hectic day and I'm ready to eat. So I'm going to be making some lunch. Today we're going to be making some vegan tuna. So we're gonna head over to the food processor and I'm going to be using a surprise ingredient. But it tastes just like tuna. I've tried it before, so this isn't my first time trying it, but I'm excited to share with you guys. So let's go make some lunch. So this is the mystery ingredient I was telling you guys that we're going to be making our vegan tuna with, and it's called heart of palm. They come like this. I drained off the water and this is what it looks like inside of the can. I got this at Walmart. I don't think it was even $1 per can. Heart of palm. So now we're going to shred these up. You can rinse these off if you want. I don't mind the flavor. It's going to help my fishy taste, but you can rinse them off if you want. We make our noodles from this too, our heart of palm noodles. But yeah, we're going to shred this up and make our vegan tuna and make it take on the taste of fish. Now we're just going to shred it up. And I'm just going to keep pulsing it because I don't want it to I don't want it to turn into mush. I just want it to take on the fish texture. Let me take you guys into the processor to see what's happening here. See that there? So we're gonna keep on pulsing it until it becomes fish-like. There are a couple chunks still in there, so I'm just going to pulse it a little bit more and then we'll be done. Now we're going to transfer our shredded heart of palm to our bowl and we're going to start making our tuna mixture. And if you are one of the Goody Crew members that is still eating meat or fish, that's fine. You can still follow this recipe. The only thing that I'm going to do differently is not use fish, but everything else I do, you can still do. We're going to first use this furikake. I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right, but remember we picked this up at Trader Joe's out of curiosity because I told you everyone was using it. It's coming in handy now because it's going to be a major component of the fish taste of our heart of palm. I don't really measure, but I think I'm gonna go about 2 teaspoons of this. Let's see. Yeah, I would say that was about 2 teaspoons. We're going to use these dulse granules next. Dulse, I think I'm saying it right, dulse granules. But I was in Whole Foods and I saw that it says you can use it as salt, but it also gives a fishy taste. So that's perfect to make our vegan tuna. So I'm going to put a couple teaspoons of this as well. I think I'm only going to go about a teaspoon of this. Next, we're going to add some sriracha because you guys know I like some spice, and I'm going to use this also to add some saltiness and some flavor to our tuna. Then we're going to add some garlic powder to cut the rawness and the fishiness, just to bring everything all together. And I love green onions, so I cut up 3 green onions, but that might be overkill for you. So maybe you'll do maybe 1 or 2, but I love green onions, so I'm going to put maybe 3/4 of this into my tuna mixture. Let's just use all of it. And last but not least, we're gonna go in and add our mayonnaise, and I'm going to finish it because there's not a lot left. There's not a lot left in there, so I'm just going to use whatever is left in here to make our tuna mixture. You could say that was maybe about 3 or 4 teaspoons. So now we're going to mix this all up and we're done. We have our vegan tuna. I'll give you guys a little close up here. And as I'm mixing it, I can literally smell fish. Like it smells like tuna. There we go. We have vegan tuna and it's all veggies, low carb. Oh my god, this is so good. I was thinking to make some sushi, but I think I'm gonna make some little tuna lettuce boats. That's if I don't eat it all by itself. All right, let me stop before I finish it. But this would taste amazing in some regular extreme wellness wraps, the wraps that I've been loving in my vegan lifestyle. But instead I'm going to use some butter lettuce leaves. They come like this. They're very cuppy and they're actually lower carb than spinach or romaine lettuce, so this is actually pretty cool. So I'm going to use some butter lettuce and we're going to stuff these butter lettuce leaves. I washed them with some baking soda and we're going to stuff them with our tuna mixture, and that's going to be our second meal of the day. I cannot wait to dig in. I still can't believe that this is all veggies. No meat, no dairy, all vegan, and still filling and delicious. I'm gonna save some for maybe some sushi or a wrap tomorrow. Since we had the fruits earlier, I'm just going to keep my carbs pretty low for the rest of the day. So that's why I'm sticking to all veggies, no processed items. So now I'm putting some jalapenos in each one for additional spice. You guys know spice is life. Put more jalapenos, put maybe about 2 jalapenos on each. I could put some cheese on it, but it's not, I could make it into like a fake little tuna melt, but I don't even feel like I need it. Cause I was thinking to make like little tuna melts in the lettuce, but I don't think I need it. So there goes our second meal. So here go our vegan tuna wraps. So good. So dinner time, I know this looks very familiar, but yes, this is the curry tofu that I had in my previous video. I had so much left over, I'm able to have it for dinner for another night. So I will be enjoying this again. This time I'm having some avocado with it. This is not the baby avocados, these are the big sweet one that we call pear that I'm having with this. And of course, I'll be having a side salad, and I think I'm going to use my vegan garlic salad dressing. This is going to probably be my last meal for the day. If I'm having any dessert or snacks after this, I will let you know. Third meal for the day. If you stuck it out with me to the end of this video, please go ahead and drop some strawberry emojis so I can know that you are here and supporting. And if you liked anything in this video, please go ahead and give me a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe. I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!